So, hey, I'm back again. Guess what, huh? Just wanted to show you from a non-programmer's point of view what I'm focusing on. The familiar screen now, which has the working screen I work on, in the upper left corner has the update function, which is embedded in each one of those little lines in the drawing that's on the screen. So whenever that update function runs, it runs inside each of the lines, and it can check things that I ask it to check. So what it does, in fact, right now is every time I move, I stroke the screen upwards in the way you do to move a Novillo forward, every line gets that message for each new frame. And at that point, it calculates against what we call a manifest, which is all the settings that the user has created for this thing, which ones apply to it, and then filters out those ones to figure out what one should then change the way the lines look in terms of line weight, color, opacity, and so forth. Underneath that, one of the things that update thing calls is a little function, which I'm going to show you right now. And this function here basically is the one that does all the filtering. And it now sends back the information that it's found, and each one of these sets of information, which would be whether it applies to line weight or to color, opacity, whatever, they're all bundled up and sent back, and the main update function can then look at them. And the way it really filters this stuff is that there's a number associated with it, which is the rank. Which priority does each one of these have? In other words, there are some settings that are at level 7, others at a level 3, others at level 0, and it will take the setting for the given attribute, like line weight or color, that is highest as the one that should apply to the line, or at least that's what it should be doing. It doesn't do that yet. So I'm going to run this thing right now, and if you see it as I just get this thing up on the screen, it'll take a second here. You've seen this process before. We're choosing our thing. As I begin to, first of all, select the composition, get up on the screen. Now when I stroke the screen, you will see this torrent of information pouring past. And in it, you'll see, if I'm going to filter this in a second, just give me a moment here, you'll see that it's spitting out the value related to the just the fields, just the items that apply to it, categorized by their level, 7 and 3. Now there are 2 settings all the way through this thing. Everything gets the same thing, but in a while, different lines, different elements will get different patterns of what they recognize as applying to them. And when that starts to happen, this thing is going to start to really work the way Novillo is meant to work. It's a little glimpse maybe into the world of a programmer, and also a programmer who's at the juncture between art making, because I'm using this for my own art, and programming, thinking about a task as a job of work that has to be analyzed in terms of data. And that's what this whole presentation has really always been about. It's been on the left-hand side, the data and the programming. On the right-hand side, we see the screen, the output, the thing we're trying to build. It's a little step along the way to getting this thing to work. There'll be more videos. I'm trying to do this incrementally, partly to get better at this format, and partly to get better at understanding how to convey the message of what Novillo is as people start to pay attention, I hope. Hope they do. Anyway, in the meantime, I'm Dan, creator of Novillo, creator of the bad drawing that's on the screen right now, but also some very good drawings. And I'll be showing you those when this thing starts to get mature. Thanks a lot for watching.